I'm Erin Elizabeth, and I'm coming to you from Mysteries in Penrith, Australia, to deliver a message from Spirit, from your Spirit team, from the collective, for you to take what resonates and consider how you would utilize this in your life moving forward, whether it be today, tomorrow, next week, next year. There is something in this for all of us at a period of time where we need it. So trust that when you come upon this message, that there is something in it for you. So we are going to ask for some guidance for this message from a Divine Master, and we're using the Oracle deck by Kyle Gray, of that name, Divine Masters, to see who is here to guide us into this coming period of time or experience. So just feeling that energy coming in. I can feel that sort of vibration and tingly feeling all the way down my back and my arms and my legs. So I know I'm ready. That one is just staring at me. So we have got the Atlanteans. And this is about evolution vibration, legacy, technology, progress. Expect acceleration. So the Atlanteans are here to support us with the acceleration of experiences that are going to be coming upon us at this particular period of time. So I'll give you a visual of that. And there is a lot coming forward about the technologies that are available to us and how to best utilize them. So you are going to be guided. You're not left to be on your own to decide how and what to use in the areas of technological advancements, and all the controversy that might surround that. So let's put that energy there. So let's have a look at what's in the cards for us for this message that is here for each and every one of us. One, two, three. And we start with our Queen of Pentacles, and ever so resourceful is our Queen of Pentacles. It seems to be that perhaps you're unaware of just how much you've got in the area of resources. And I'm even talking about human resources, what you possess in terms of your own skills. Do not doubt that. No matter what your previous experiences have been, no matter what's embedded in your programming from childhood, you are a very resourceful person, and the trust needs to come in with that, because you're going to be needing that in this coming period of time. So look to what it is that you can do, what experiences you have, what are the human resources and skills that sit within you and also within the people around you. So it's not necessarily about the material resources. That is a little bit of a part of that, and looking to where that shows up and is available to you. This is really tapping into the human resources and what you already possess. And what's coming to mind as well is this visual, or this reminder of those people, and I've been one of them, that are just on this education journey and always doing the next course, chasing the next course, the next thing. I can't start doing my practice or starting my business until I've done this course, until I've done this course. I need to know more, and I need to know more. And in a way, you're delaying the start of that. You know enough. And you've got that seed of purpose and that seed of connectedness into what it is that you want to be doing or are setting yourself up to be doing, and is in fact in your life purpose. So start doing it. Even if it's not perfect, it's never going to be perfect enough for you if you just keep chasing the next bit of knowledge or experience in order for it to be perfect or for you to feel ready. You have to start somewhere, and then you can look at the growth. But, you know, the Queen means that you are ready, and so utilize what it is that you have. And the feelings of being stuck, maybe, consider that is actually coming from you with that first message that came through, those feelings of things not progressing or moving forward, or where do I go to next, or how do I get things started, look at where you're holding yourself back from getting started, whether it be through self-doubt, you're making excuses. And you might not be realizing that you are making excuses, but there's somewhere in your field is some blockages and there's some excuses playing out, which is preventing you from launching. And this is the Hanged Man. Use this period of time also to look at things from a fresh perspective. So while you're waiting to launch, give yourself permission that when the timing's right, you take that step and that leap. But while you're in that period of waiting for things to unfold and reveal themselves to you in the way of you moving forward, just surrender a little bit and notice what is around. There are some things playing out in the background that are there to help you that you don't know of yet or you're not aware of. So have the faith. Come back to faith. Faith in yourself and faith in the collective and faith in the energy that is around you, within you and of you, that things are placed as they are meant to be. But you play a major role in that, in the allowance of that flow. So to deepen this reading and to give it some more oomph, because we're looking at where our progress might be a little bit halted because we're needing things to play out in the background, but also too, there could be a reluctance from you to actually dive in because you're not feeling like you're ready enough, even though you're ready to start. So I just saw a card. So what I'm using now is the in-between deck. And the in-between deck in the in-between layer of this reading just seems very fitting for this reading. And it's looking at the energy that sits between two cards rather than just focusing on the one card and its message. They all wanted to come out together from that same section. So with our Queen of Pentacles, that this is human resources and looking at how much you have in the way of skills and resources within. We have the Emperor and the Hierophant. So the Emperor is about being very determined and very structured and very goal setting. And the Hierophant is having the faith and also maybe taking on some mentorship and looking at where you can mentor others, because then you can see what an expert you really have become. And that came out really, really fast. So that's the message. That is the message. I'm not going to tease it out. The Knight of Pentacles, where the feelings of being stuck, and based on the previous readings of the last few weeks, at where you are halting your own progress out of self-doubt or wanting to blame someone else for getting in the way, but also looking at where you can utilize this time, this period of waiting, to see what unfolds, because we've got the Hanged Man. And we have the Page and Knight of Wands. So our Page is the novice, and our Knight is more in the apprenticeship of, the starting to build the skills. So you're still building. There's still things happening, and you're moving on from that period of being the beginner, the novice, a deer in the headlights, into that I'm ready, I'm in it, I'm starting to be in it, okay? And it's that crossover and feeling like you've got more to offer in that space. And wands are very actionable. They're the doing. They're very fire. Let's, get some energy into this. So that is coming. So look forward to that coming, knowing that you know enough to get started. And that's what's really coming across with all of these cards right now, is that you don't have to be the expert in order to get things started. You can start from a more inexperienced place, as long as you've got the drive and the passion and the knowing that this is your purpose and I'm diving into this. And our Hanged Man, where we just have an opportunity to look at things from a fresh perspective while we're just hanging around waiting. Okay, surrendering to what isn't happening. Oh, we have the World and the Fool. So this is what's happening between the finishing up of, or the cleaning up is how this is coming across, the cleaning up after the event, ready for the next new thing. So this is why the period of waiting is there, is because there's a little cleanup process from one experience finishing up for the new one to start. So that's very interesting. And it's about not taking through experiences or baggage or hurt or hardship that are not needed in the new experience. And based on a few readings ago, we were really looking at doing some shadow work and owning what is your part in your progress not being there or being where you want it to be. There's a little bit of a cleanup process happening while you're waiting. And so in your reflection, what do I want to take forward with me? And what do I need to leave behind? Be very conscious about that and have the faith that anything that you've missed will come into your awareness via people, places, and things, experiences. So trust what is coming up. And I very much encourage you to be journaling about this so that you can see what's there. And you can be very intentional about how you would like this to move forward and in a way that you feel very connected and passionate about. The Light Seers Tarot is what we're going to finish this reading with in terms of our 9 tarot cards that build the story for us each and every time we do this reading. And I say we because you're a part of this. Your spirit team knows that you will be watching this message and taking from it what you need. So they're communicating with my spirit team. So, it's not Erin talking to you. Erin's the deliverer of the message. And I get that from a variety of sources. And your spirit teams, and by extension you, are very much a part of that. All right, Queen of Pentacles, and these are all very much blending in together. They're not kind of 3 separate themes. This is all one. Our Queen of Pentacles and then the Emperor. So you are the resource, and you need to be very structured moving forward how you're going to use yourself as a resource and have the faith that you are enough. And we have the Moon, and just continue to use your discernment as to what and who you can trust in the movement forward. But your deep intuition is your greatest tool and resource in how to move forward and when. The Knight of Pentacles and our Page and Knight of Wands, you're ready to be in action after a period of staying put or feeling stuck, if you'd like to put that way, is the Fool. So we've got the Fool twice. So there is this momentum going into a new experience. But the period of waiting is just so that you're not taking through unnecessary hardship, or they give me the word fluff. Unnecessary things. Sometimes we get stuck in some details and we feel like we're being productive because we're doing busy work. But in reality, we're not actually doing anything moving into what it is that we're meant to be doing or we want to be doing. But we keep ourselves busy because we don't actually feel like we're getting there just yet. So the Fool wants you to lighten up a bit and have the faith that the full cycle's coming and ready for you to embark on the new venture. The Hanged Man and the period of waiting and looking at things from a fresh perspective. with our world and full card, the cleanup that's necessary, and that's what's happening in the period of time we're waiting, is our Two of Pentacles. And we had this the last reading as well. So we continue with that theme of having a look at, we're looking at those all those balls you've got in the air, all those things and aspects of your life that you need to give attention to, and knowing when to let some of that go. So we're in that period of time where we're looking at what to let go of, what lessons are completed. Let's get that cleaned up so that we can go through with the next part of our experience in this life without taking unnecessary baggage with us. So it's very, very clear that, in this little period of time, and I feel like it's only a short period of time left, is to not get bogged down on why aren't things happening and why aren't things launching. Still looking at where you might be holding yourself back and feeling like you're not ready, so that you can let go of any self-doubt or feelings of, I can only start when things are perfectly in their place, so that you can feel a little bit more of that free flow into, I'm ready. And if in those areas I don't feel ready, I have faith and trust, because we've got our Hierophant here, have faith and trust that the resources will show up for me. But I'm not going to have 100% of my resources and everything in place in order for me to start. I need to show that I back myself and I believe in what I'm doing, and start with what I am and what I have, with who I am and what I have. And then the universe steps up to support you and provide more for you. So please have that faith, because unfortunately for some of you, you will just continually be stuck in this period of things aren't happening for me. And it's from here, and maybe a little bit of lack of a belief that you're worthy. So it's time to shift that. And I'm getting those goosebumps. Some of you really need to hear this. All of you need to hear it, but some of you more so than others. That felt really big. The shift is coming. I can see from week to week, this theme is just building and building and building. And the new needs to be embarked upon without unnecessary hardship or baggage, cleaning it up and letting it go. And that's this period of pause, of waiting. And so to finish this reading is our Spirit of the Animals Oracle. And in previous times when we've used this, we've had the sea turtle and the cat. So our protection and our intuition. So let's see which of our beautiful spirit animals is going to be with us during this period of time where we need to have the faith that we're waiting for a few things to unfold. Some of them are actionable by us, and some of them are playing out behind the scenes, but your intuition is there to guide you. Is the heron. I just love this. I love this spirit. It's about patience. Can you believe it? Of course you can. I can. But I just chuckle because it just makes me a little bit, I don't know, it makes me feel light. It makes me feel super connected. I'm talking about all of your collective spirit teams are here together to get this message across for you. And in this period of time where we're waiting is have the patience. Oh dear, I just love it. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. Like everything that we have just been talking about here, wrapped up in one card. Hope you can feel this as much as what I can, or even just a portion of it. Take a moment to let that sink in and give gratitude to not just your spirit team, but all of our spirit teams because they all came together for this. We're stronger together. We're all part of a community. I am certainly full of gratitude for this reading, for a platform to deliver the message that I know lands deeply with some of you and a bit more in the subconscious for others, and that is okay. You take from it what you need. So with this message from all our collective spirit teams, we leave you from Mysteries in Penrith, Australia with big, big love for the week and beyond. Mwah!